Hello and welcome one and all. I am Joash Omega. I'll be the host and story weaver tonight.
He just disappears into the background.
Who, me?
Yeah, you just like
Aurelio paces the ground floor of the hotel, asking strangers, "So, you fancy a gamble, do you? Well, once we have things more established, and maybe have a new name, this is the place." And he is just advertising, walking around and doing that. And he's gonna cross to you guys at some point and say, "Oh, also there, Thalius Thane, my good friends, hello. Thane, again, I can never repay you for what you did. I was wondering, pondering a few things. I want to rename the casino. Shayru was speaking about me being maybe like a mascot or a front man, a marketer of some sort. And, I don't know, what do you guys think of, like, horns and halos? Because I'm the asthma and she's a tiefling. The duality is unprecedented.
horns and halos.
Or maybe
What was the name before?
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I have no idea. Ask Shayru. But whatever it was, it could be better now. All of Velmoda's rebuilding. Why not us as well?
Do most Asemirs have halos? I don't think I've ever seen them with halos.
Well, I mean, I got wings, maybe like
I think
fiends and feathers, perhaps.
You know, Aurelio, I like your spirit, but casinos need to give a name that makes people want to lose their money, and horns and halos seems more like a brothel's name.
Heaven and Hell Hotel. Heaven and Hell Hotel.
Now we're.
I think that's the first complete rhyme you've ever said. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
wait, what?
shooketh by your.
That very close to a copyright infringement as well.
Oh, good. we like being close to the edge.
What if we did something like, I don't know, just spitballing here, like 60 feet of hearing.
Are you talking about
sure?
the name being 60 feet of hearing?
No, I'm saying Aurelio, you need to get 60 feet away from me. Your ideas are bad.
Well, I can
That was
leave
a
it in
good
your
one.
hands. Thalius, you brainstorm an idea for this establishment, and I'll do my same, and maybe we'll have like a voting panel.
I just feel like the casino's got to be a one-word kind of deal, you know? It can't, like, the things you guys are coming up with are good, but I think they're good for, like, books or brothels or, you know, the like.
Books and brothels, okay.
No, that wasn't my contribution. But,
The horny hamster. That is my contribution.
it's getting worse.
Again, that sounds like a rabbit.
I think-
brothel.
Horny, I understand, because Shayru and the horns and all, but I don't think I resemble a hamster, or if that's pushing the duality theme I want.
How about Aurelio?
Oh.
Thane? Let's put a pin in this,
Yeah.
I agree.
and we'll come back to it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, maybe
we
we'll get
need
some
time to think of
inspiration.
it.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some inspiration as we talk to the local folk about what they love about this town and are willing to part with their hard-earned money, because that's ultimately what we want, is them to part with their money, bring people in, part with their money.
Well, I mean, certainly it's well known the house wins, but you could be a winner too.
You don't need to pitch me, Aurelio.
Oh, you. I'm just getting used to it, I suppose.
Yeah. Go brainstorm and give me 10 names by the end of the day. How about that?
10 ones. Okay. all
10.
right.
They have
Really?
to be different
Of them.
names.
They can be
7 of them
different.
have to be good.
All 10 will be good. I promise. I swear by it.
I don't
And he
think
strums
Thinking
a
loot
couple-
on.
He strums like the one chord he learned yesterday and walks down the rubbly town talking to people.
that kid's
So we-
gonna get himself killed, and it's gonna be glorious. I can already.
I don't know about that. He's kind of charming.
Not at all.
I think someone's gonna break that lute guitar thing of his pretty quick.
It's nothing a mending spell can't
sure.
put back together.
Exactly. I think old Aurelio will be fine. He is the mascot of a very successful casino, I guess.
You know what? Maybe we could call it Cheetahs and make him wear a cheetah costume, and then that way we don't have to hear him talk.
Something tells me we're never gonna not hear Aurelio talk.
True.
You hear Aurelia talking, approximately 59 feet away.
I say
Nice.
over. I step 2 feet away from him.
It's outstanding what 2 feet can do with your hearing.
Pin drop. It goes from full on Aurelio to pin drop silence.
I think we should be. We got, the kids are helping. Aurelio's helping. Alistair's helping. We should go and help the local folk around here. Maybe we could free them up to come and lend us a hand.
DM
Even run into
question.
Kieran.
Could you remind me what you tasked Lily, Leo, and Alistar with?
To clean up. To clean up the casino and help build rooms as dictated by Shayru.
Cool. Sounds good to
Now
me.
I understand the kids are kind of small. Aurelio was supposed to help, but we know he's not very helpful. We also were gonna help have Blamlin, Edu, Duchess
No.
help too in cloak if they. No, there's 2 of them are scouring for stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for those interested, Blamlu, Edu, and Duchess are all named after our first 3 people to interact with our TikTok.
Yeah,
Right.
I didn't even realize that.
Comment section.
You
One
know?
of them might be
collected those
Instagram. I don't remember.
Yeah. We'll have to figure that out and properly credit them.
Yes, there was some really good name suggestions, but they were tied with like character builds too, and those have not gone forgotten. I'm not going to name these 3 people after it. They'll come up.
Hopefully.
Essentially, you have a special place for those guys. The guys are just fodder.
That's right.
No.
And not
These
everybody's
guys,
fodder.
these guys are our first followers in this new world of Vimros.
That's right.
They're not fodder.
We
true.
got to keep them
They're
alive.
something else, though.
Man.
Man.
Allsweather, what are your plans for the rest of the day? I was gonna go help. I saw some people taking rubble out of their houses or something. I was gonna go help them out. Maybe rage once or twice. Get it done.
Well, I have quite a few goals, but they can be summed up in just 2 tasks. One of which is I have a nagging feeling that we should locate that scoundrel of a knight, Kieran. Kieran or Kieran, I can't remember. But
Kieran.
I feel as if we should thank you, Thane. Kieran, we should locate him. He feels like a loose end that may bite our ass later. The other end of this wonderful, holy and unholy matrimony of a stick is I need to find a basilica to the 3 goddesses. Been quite some time since I've taken my vows over again.
So we're
Good
gonna
point. It has been quite some time.
we're gonna split the
Anybody-
party.
Anybody proficient in history?
Yes.
Hey!
To the history buff listening to our friend Allsweather. Oh, and a nat 20?
That. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
So, without a roll, just being proficient, you are going to say, good luck finding religious establishments in Valmoda, and with it being destroyed as well. Nat 20, you've probably actually been to one here. They're few and far between. Maybe if you want to describe how you might have ended up at a church in a place
Sure.
that churches don't go.
Well, so Allsweather, it's not so much a church. There is a small section by a body of water where people are allowed to make shrines and such. Last time I was here, someone did have a little shrine erected. It might still be there, it might not be there, but considering the devastation that's come to this town, good luck. But it's kind of that way.
My friend, it's perfectly fine. All I need to do is say my onesie twosies just for my sister Coldheart. Between us, I'm just in it for the fun powers. The goddess can go fuck herself. Some of these rules are just plain wacky. But Coldheart thoroughly believes in Coldheart. Sometimes she just gets her way.
Is your deity omniscient, or do you have? Can the only time that I hear you is when you pray? Because I feel like
Oh,
you just,
no. No, I tell her to fuck off all the time. Nightmares. Bloody, awful nightmares every night.
I wonder if those are correlated, but you know what? You do you on that one.
That's a possibility, but the power's fun.
Oh. Thane, you want to help me rebuild part of the town, or you got something you got to do?
I think I'm with Allsweather on this one. Kieran, I think Kieran needs to be found. I don't know where that guy. That guy could be up to something.
Well, just scream real loud, and I'll come running if you're within 120 feet.
And then you'll jump the rest of the way.
And I'll jump the rest of the way. But I'm gonna, like I said, I saw some people taking rubble off their houses. I'm gonna go help them really quick. I'll try and catch up with you. Just tell. I'll probably head over to that shrine area if you're there in an hour or so, and then we'll meet back up later.
Sounds wonderful.
Like a plan.
Well, the way I see it, Thane, she's gonna like nudge you just a little bit. We've got a task to handle here, and a path to find to that shrine. Let's get after it. And she's just gonna start walking in a direction.
Roll a d8.
That's a
Sweet.
6.
That's a good number. Give me perception with advantage. Get a 13.
I mean, my passive perception is 18.
That'll do. You have a few friends that are darkly cloaked people. But that's not any cloaked person, that is Thalia. And she's sitting there, and she looks upset.
Wait, didn't we send them on
I think they were gonna
Sent
leave in
them
the
off.
morning.
Okay.
Like they were gonna rest up, gather supplies, and then go.
Oh. So you said I see Thalia, not we see Thalia.
You seen her right away.
Just hanging out.
Sitting on a rock, head in her hands, tapping her foot impatiently.
Hey, Thane,
Yeah.
right over there. It's Thalia looking real sad. Now, as the only woman in this party, I just want to give you a little bit of advice. This is the perfect time for you to swoop in.
Why are you giving me
Knight in
unwarranted
shining
advice?
armor?
What makes you think I have trouble with women?
Just a hunch. And she start walking towards Thalia.
After Thane says that, there's gonna be like a SpongeBob still where he looks like he's just thinning. He's got dark bags under his eyes.
A patch of hair missing.
Just withering away.
Just a hunch. Hey, Thalia!
Thalia looks up, gives you a quick smile before returning to her sad composure. As you put.
All right, what's got your cloak in a twist?
I want to do the task you've assigned for us so we can do our part for Agent 15. Even though we haven't been accepted or joined yet, but Helena is insistent we're not quite ready for that kind of travel, just the two of us, but I said I'd do it alone.
Going alone is probably not the best idea, but Helena, what's the holdup? You know, what makes you think you're not ready?
When Kieran was with us, we left Argos, it had to be more than 20 days now. We've been gone. We haven't had a hot meal in I mean, there's not likely to find one now, but we have one scroll for a barrel of spaghetti. I'm feeling partial to go back where we met Cloak and them. Maybe we might have missed some items or something. I don't know. You found a potion, right? I don't know. I don't feel really prepared. Allsweather's there. Allsweather, you do see the pendant of your Pathfinder goddess hanging from her neck. And just from your purview, her actions and her beliefs are not lining up right now.
Oh, son of a bitch. What would Cold Heart say here? I already did this earlier, and that was really hard. Helena! I have a wonderful idea. You guys aren't leaving till the morning, correct?
Well, yeah. We're not ready to leave first thing in the morning, though. We don't even have, a way to start a fire.
Well, then, I'm gonna clap really hard, like in the middle of her talking. Well, then, that's a wonderful thing to hear, Thalia. Why don't you and Helena follow me and Thane? I think that we can have a little bit of a, oh, what's a great word to say here? We can have a little bit of a bonding moment and get these spirits right back up, because I think you know, Helena, like you already, you're just a little scared. So let's all go on a little adventure together.
Thalia chuckles. Kind of side-eyes Helena a little bit. Sounds like Mother, doesn't she? Helena groans and rolls her eyes. Ah, let's go.
Fine. Do I sound like a mother?
I don't know if mother's the right word. You definitely sound like something though.
She like shudders, just like a very like visible quake. I can't have that happening. We're gonna have to kill something real quick, real fast in front of them.
Is that your coping mechanism? Is just straight to murder?
Not normally, but today I'm feeling just a little bit murdery. Now let's go.
That's definitely not indicative of a greater issue, but hey.
So just start walking off.
Nice. As you're walking around, you see the few I've once described as rebuilding in the ways that they can. Casting mending, heavy lifting, all of your standard labor practices, no OSHA.
Of course.
Every once in a while, there is a civil ordnance patrol. Those things, those Warforged. Yeah. They're not doing much to help. They're literally watching people and then moving on. Where's Thalius now? This could be an hour and a half of pacing. Where's your goal, Allsweather? Thane?
We're going to the statue, I believe, and if we see Kieran on the way, we'll pick a fight, I guess.
Understandable. So you
Deep.
find yourself at the foot of the statue of the Trinity. However, it is crumbled as it was smacked by an earthquake. Parts of it have fallen into this body of water. There is still an iron stone powering a little fountain. Looks pretty here amongst the rubble, besides the rubble. Your little group will meet here. And it's like down a weird alley and then, take a left out the right. It's tucked away. But you find it. A nice little oasis in the middle of this hellhole.
Wonderful. This looks like exactly the spot that Thalius described.
Oh, wow.
It's a fixer-upper.
Can you cast mending on this? This feels disrespectful.
Just like the sister. All right. She's gonna pull out her spell book and kind of like flip through, like casually flip through a few pages. Step up to the statue. We look back at Helena. Helena, now before I do this, would you like the honors?
Perhaps we could do it together. You said this would be bonding, no?
Well, that is the best thing you've said all day.
Yeah, also whether Helena wants to bond with you.
Thalius chuckling at all of this.
Now look, let me just lay it out there. Unlike Thane right here, I have no predisposition to a certain order, if you know what I mean. And he's just gonna look at the group. So far, I see fair game all around. But that's neither here nor there. Let's bond together and mend this statue.
Thalia will lean into Thane. What is she going on about?
Honestly, most of the time I have no idea.
And
I just smile and nod.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'll just stand here.
So, how big is the statue area we're talking? Like, is it I'm wanting to get real theatrical here. Like, can we like go like side by side around it and
Yeah.
hands? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can do that.
100%. Let's do that then. I got me and Helena.
Yeah, you and Helena stand together. You chant out the vocal parts of that spell simultaneously. Some rubble comes out of the pond.
Wait. What does Helena's sound like as she's saying this? Because from my end, what Thane and Thalia would hear is, "Oh, bibbity boppity boop, we're fixing up this goop. Put the statue back together. My name is Allsweather."
Her sound is like hopeful, I guess sounding, but the language is somewhere between Draconic and Undercommon. Yeah, like that. Yeah, her face will twist in confusion as the magic works perfectly. A nearly 20-foot tall statue of the Trinity is back. It's not pristine, but the shape is the shape it should be now.
You
Feels
see,
better.
friends, part of the lesson in this is that sometimes you can do unconventional things and still get a appropriate outcome. Just look at me. I said bippity boppity boop, when really the whole entire spell is in another language. But that goddess up there, no matter how many times I tell her to fuck off, she still listens. And she's gonna look at Helena. And you need to listen to your heart. You know that you're prepared to do this. It might be unconventional, it might be scary, but you can do this. But let's get out of the way. Thane needs to say his prayers before he wets himself. Let's go.
I truly every day I spend with you, Allsweather, I am further confused. I'm gonna go walk up to the statue and get very dramatically flush my cloak out and then take a knee here in front of the statue and grab onto it. And I will close my eyes. And I will say, "Goddesses, hear me now. I am in need of your power. I am in need of your assistance. Fill me with peace, fill me with light, fill me with the strength to redeem those who need it. And most of all, give me the strength to fight my unknown ailments, for they are showing themselves again." Hail Mary.
You'll remain on your knee for just a moment, for a little moment of silence there to receive your blessings. However, in your entire paladin career, this is the most unanswered prayer you've ever offered.
What did I do?
Did it work?
I don't think so. I don't know. I think the phone's off the hook for some reason.
Try telling them to fuck off. That normally gets the attention.
Don't think I'll try that.
Works for me.
I don't know how, truly.
Roll, Thalius, roll 2d6. You put yourself in with some commoners.
7.
They are grateful for your help, as any kind person would be.
With the strength of hill giants, I will repair your house as I just pick up stones and lift them and put them random places. Yeah, and then I'm just talking up the casino, like, yeah, if you need a place to stay, we got a decent roof instead of this caved-in roof over by the casino. You're welcome to pitch a tent there, or come on and relax. We're gonna hopefully, maybe have some music playing this evening and light a little bonfire and make it a little homey for everybody. So
I hate to ask this, but would it be a free stay? It's hard to make money these days.
As long as you pitch in, help clean up the place, and do a little bit of that, and then go and work on your own house, or the only reason I say that is because we're trying to clean up the place. So if you're also there, we don't want to push you out of the way, but be and helping each other out. Once I'm done with the casino, I'll come out here and also help you. Try to divvy up my time as much as possible.
Some other guy just finished using some stick he found for leverage to move a boulder. Yep, sounds right. By day I'm a builder, but at night I'm a builder.
By day, I'm a brute, and by night, I'm also a brute. So we got that in common. You need help with that?
I actually just finished, I think, for now. And,
Same.
Thalius? Well, first of all, something is going to happen for Thalius and that little cleanup crew. And for the people a couple blocks down the road, give me a perception check. I'm looking for, like, 17.
Everyone, or just...
Just, Thane and Allsweather, 17 perception. Thalius, you will pass because of your proximity.
Cool.
I mean, so my passive is 18.
I want the check. I want the ability. This is...
Okay.
There's a chance to
12.
fail, so you're going to roll. There
I
you
imagine
go.
22.
any stones that are too big, I just take out my hammer and I smack them, crack them in two.
Not
See, you gotta aim for the like fault line. See that line right there on those stones? That's where you gotta hit it with the hammer. Then it chips right off.
The two clerics at the mini monastery, you undoubtedly smell, and Thales and all the little construction crew there. you smell something cooking. You smell a hot meal. Thales, what are your top 3, or just top 1, whatever? What are some wonderful foods you would kill for right now?
Oh, right now maybe like mimic gazpacho face meat.
Mimic tongue.
Mimic
Yeah.
tongue. It is a delicacy. If you
Yep.
slow roast it, or you brine it for like 24 hours in some like heavy sea salt, and then you slow roast it, it's delicious. That, or maybe some basilisk tail, like center steak. Oh, that's delicious. Yeah, heavily salted.
So, for the most part, everyone everywhere smells a restaurant is kicking off for the first time in a while. And for Thalius, you know that there is, for certainty, without doubt, there is some mimic tongue being prepared.
Oh, I just like float. I'm like,
Like the cartoon wolves.
yeah. I just
Through the air.
my nose guides me as I float along the path. This is in my head. Everyone else just sees me like zombie walk, drool, like. But I'm just like in my head floating along. Ooh, with a little bit of like chimichurri sauce or green, like verde, maybe a little bit of grits or greens. Oh, maybe like a steam bun shell.
And back at the mini monastery, Helena was able to smell it, and also was able to smell it. Helena's eyes go giant. My prayers were answered immediately. But where's it coming from?
Follow your nose. Find that path. Helena, you can do this.
And Thalia, wow, you guys are a bit nutters, huh? She did not smell it. Elena, do you not realize how much this is like Mother with her your religious field trip, and now you feel all better? Whatever, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't say that. Helena raises an eyebrow to her sister. Well, so what if it works? I do feel better now. And there's something. Do you not smell this? And Thalia's like, smell what? Whimsy?
It is very close to the same smell, to be fair. But
I
no,
get it.
no, Thalia, I think that you just need to smell harder.
Thalia will re-roll with advantage because you insisted she should smell
Just
harder.
stares at her.
Nat 20!
Not 20 smell.
I feel like you're Remy.
I'm
from,
smelling hot. Oh!
like Ratatouille.
Okay.
You're describing the sense to her, and you like
Yeah.
make her slow down and focus.
Mm-hmm. You see, if you really start to take in the smells, you can smell the mimic tongue with just a little bit of cayenne on top. A smidge of salt undertone with butter, just browned butter underneath it.
That's when that smooth jazz in the background starts playing. As her vision turns black and just color.
So it's not smooth jazz, it's like goblin band.
Thalia's entire existence is nearly silent. All the time, she's a quiet gal. But you hear her stomach growl with ferocity. She's ready to go where you wanna take her, if it leads to that smell.
Aye, fine.
Yeah.
Are you done saying your prayers? Has Shantae or any of the others that aren't as important said anything back to you?
No, I don't think they have, and I don't know. It's concerning. I'm conflicted. I also don't smell anything either, so just a lot going on.
Well, maybe you need to smell harder. If that doesn't work, it's perfectly fine. We can go if you just follow
Just
us.
dishing out help actions. You need to smell harder.
Thane,
Smell.
give me a perception with advantage. But
smell's
only
gone
if
sour.
you can narrate how you smell harder. You still don't pass.
I still know the other one was a nat 1.
There's zero essence of food within like 3-mile radius.
Yeah, like I even give it a nothing.
Maybe it's because you're dying.
Okay, come on. I don't think I'm dying.
Well, wait now. I thought we finalized all this information last go about.
I mean, you're not a medical professional. You're like very actively practicing heresy, and yet it's still.
You're not wrong, but most doctors are also quite heretical. Have you heard of this newfangled thing called science?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The artificers got their ways about them.
It's quite interesting. You know, maybe if we go check out that food, maybe Josiah's artificer, the one that drew all those drawings, might be there, and maybe they can diagnose you with science.
I don't think that's how it works, but hey, maybe the smell will also be drawing in Kieran. See if he finally comes back.
That'd be wonderful. And we can stab him. No, I'm kidding. We're not gonna stab him a lot.
I was gonna say I would like to know the story behind how, like, what do you guys know about him? Like, you guys traveled with him for a longer time than any of us. We barely even met him.
Oh, Kieran's a bit prideful, a bit, I don't know, stuck in his ways. He's very organized. Too organized for his own good, I think. The world doesn't come at you in sections, you know? It's not planned out in any type of way. I don't know. That could have been partially why I felt underprepared, because he always was so on top of everything.
You feel like a lack of preparation in his absence.
Perhaps that could have been part of it. Yeah, I don't know, he's like a machine. Something's wrong. But he's partially, it does make him a good leader, because he doesn't miss any details.
Yeah, but he's probably a tough one to convince otherwise, right? Like,
Yeah, he's,
yes.
I don't know. He heard about the Agent 15, same as we did, and I don't know. For me, I could go either way, but he was dying to get his foot in the door. It's kind of ironic. We found the teleporter as soon as we broke away from his methods.
I guess you could say that. Well, hey, maybe he'll, once he gets some food in him, if he smells this stuff, he'll have a change of heart. Maybe the hunger was making him hangry or something.
Thalia will scoff. Detail-oriented. He was obsessive. He was meticulous and arrogant. Not much of a leader. If it wasn't any gain for him, he wouldn't have dragged us along at all. He was using us. I could tell that, but I realized if we made it to Agent 15, I could ignore him. Separate our ways. I just want to be part of something.
Something with greater purpose.
Right.
I feel you there.
Are you coming? Oswither's down the road, the end of the alleyway.
Oh, Thalia would have been walking ever since her stomach roared a gallant roar.
Yeah, I figured we were all walking and talking.
Walking and talking. Thalia's leading the way with her nat 20 smell check. And Thalia's and your little crew that you just invited to be roommates after knowing them for 2.5 hours.
You guys seem chill.
Who wants some tacos? I swear, like I want to get everyone here some tacos. I'm following my nose. I want to kick in the door, but in like a nice way, not a I'm stealing the place way. Just like, whatcha? If I think the door can take it.
That's, yeah. If there's a door. You all converge paths not too far outside of this overwhelming smell. This fragrance of meat. There's a bit of a gathering here, maybe 3 dozen people. So you approach what is definitely just another broken, shitty building. You see people sitting at broken wooden tables and stone slabs that have been arranged to be a table. This is it. No one's got a plate yet, nobody's eating just yet, but there's something going down here, and as you approach this place, you step through the arches, and as you do, your entire surroundings turn into the perfect evening. Whatever your personal preferred temperature is, that's what you get. As you step through the arches, every archway's got a nice little harmony stone spirit, whatever I called them. Harmonic spirit. A illusionary field of magic surrounds your body and surrounds this entire place as you look out the window. The scenery of Almoda, all the ruins still exist, but it's a beautiful evening with dancing aurora lights, all colors you can fathom. All the tables are now beautiful, all the chairs are comfortable, everything is candlelit, and that smell is finally close.
We see it ourselves? Is there a maitre d' here, or how does this work? I just smell food. My stomach's grumbling.
The few people say that, saying, "Take a spot while you can."
Or whoever wants to sit with me, I got the bill. Don't worry. Come on, just sit with me. Thane, all's whether you joining?
These people are just gonna huddle around Thalius after you said you got the bill.
Yeah. Hey, anyway, my name's Thalius. Just swept into this town. We're rebuilding the casino down there. What be your names?
My name is Allsweather Bright Eyes. Thank you for asking yet again, Thalius.
I got one if you want, from one of our YouTube commenters.
Yeah, let's do it.
We got Skitter Born of Scram, who's a rat folk. You don't have a rat folk there, but Skitter.
The man with the longest hair there will say, "Well, I'm Taylor. This is Skitter and Cassia. What was your other questions?"
Oh, just, what do you do around here? How long we gotta wait for food? What's going on? I'm hungry. I bet you're hungry too.
We are hungry.
Fane's always hungry.
Not quite from around here. However, the person that is starting here today, the chef, is like none other. I've been, I guess, a bit of a fanatic. I'm hoping to land a spot like a sous chef type thing. I want to work with him. I want to learn from him.
That sounds great. If, we're fixing up the casino, we're eventually, once it's fixed up, we'll need cooks. So, you learn from him. Maybe y'all could work for us. Hopefully it'll be ready soon. I mean, this is a fine establishment with the rubble and all. Yeah.
And being bashful now, but Skitter's my ranger, a hired helper to help me traverse the lands. And Cassie is a cousin of mine, also, looking for a job, I guess.
So
Or did you run into you ran into the right group?
Glad to hear it. And what are your names? What do you do?
Thane? What do you do, Thane?
Well, I'm just a bit of a wanderer right now. My name's Thane, as Thalius said here. I'm helping out, trying to find my purpose again.
That sounds pretty heavy. That's maybe like almost a trauma dump, but not quite. But still, well met, Thane. Well met.
I didn't trauma dump on purpose because I'm nice.
Yeah, we're letting that one simmer, and they'll tell us all what's up with them as he sees fit.
Taylor's gonna offer a large smile and a handshake to Thane.
I meet it very firmly.
Well met, indeed.
That's Allsweather. Allsweather, you want to introduce yourself?
She's sitting in the chair, kind of slumped back with her arms back, looking at the ceiling, just, "Oh, it's Allsweather, and where the hell is this food? Oh, we can talk. We can talk about what our names and what we do after we eat."
Or during the meal, if you're not so busy stuffing. Listen, it
She
is
just
well
gives him a very
worth the wait.
serious. The way this meal smells, I will not be saying words for several minutes as I savor every bite.
Doesn't talk on the first day.
And that is a good choice.
Yeah, Allsweather's about to sound like a duck eating a piece of bread.
I don't know what that means, and I say a lot of wacky shit, Thalius.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I'm Thalius. I carry a big hammer. I'll break stuff. Whatever. You know. Look at these muscles. I think they kind of talk to themselves. You need someone to pick up something heavy. I'm your guy. You need someone to crush some skulls. I'm your guy.
Need someone to pay for dinner?
Apparently, I'm your guy too.
That's great.
Well met there, Taylor.
Yes, well met indeed. We've only just met, and things are going swimmingly.
Can I insight check this group?
Go
just to
for
kind
it.
of see if it's up and up, you know?
Yeah.
I love how cold it is in here. It's like being back home.
That's a 10.
Your insight check. These people are literally hopping in on the opportunity for a free meal.
If y'all don't mind, is it rude to go check on the chef? Let him know that there's a couple extra heads here. We'll be like, hey, you know, we had like 5 more people show up. Is that rude?
I mean, I guess go for it. I'm not going to stop you. I wouldn't dare.
Oh, follow my nose. I'm gonna follow my nose back to that kitchen and
do?
peek in.
You see an oxen-headed man, quite furry in all places. They've got some large steel grills. It is a one-man show in the kitchen. He does not seem rushed. He's taking his time, making a course.
Is it a minotaur or bovine person?
It's going to be a bovine person, because the Minotaur's
Okay.
got too much going on, I think.
Just double checking, because I see that yeah, they got horns. So I'm just gonna knock and be like, hello, hey, not to interrupt, it looks like a one-man show in here, but name's Thalius. A couple more people just sat down. I don't know if you're prepared to feed 10 people or not, but there's like 10, 12 people out there. I'm counting the few that came with me that aren't on the map. Just letting you know, any breadsticks or entrees, appetizers ready, I can help you dole them out. I used to be a waiter back in my youngin' days.
Gonzo, the bovine man's gonna turn and look at you. Kind of just give you a concerned look. Gives a teethy smile. You know, all molars. Well, I'm Gonzo. I'm glad you found your way here. Give me another 5 to 7 minutes and I'll have enough food for maybe 50 folk.
Oh,
Or half that if your stomach's as empty as you look.
I could use food. You mind if I get like a pitcher of water for everybody? I'll go start dealing out some water.
Yeah, by all means. There's no running water here, but I do got some fresh water in a barrel. You can just take it.
Yeah. You know what? I'll just I'll get the whole barrel out there. And
Yep, looks like you can handle it.
I'm gonna
Get
go
them
pick
some
up
water.
the entire barrel
Yeah.
and like put some cups on top, and then pick up the whole thing with a soup ladle, if there is one in there, to take it out.
There is.
And just like pass Thane, be like, howdy,
good.
Thane.
The illusionary magic is just so stunning here. I'm in awe. Just like looking at all the cool shit he's got going on.
Oh, it's just pretty colors. You can see pretty colors by doing magic.
That's exactly what's happening. This is all
Yeah.
magic.
What we really need here is some food. Well, that's what we need.
Did you, you told, Gonzo your name, right? He's gonna peek his head around the corner. Hey, you strong man. Thalius.
Yes, chef. What's up?
Come on. Let's serve an appetizer to these folk. Including yourself.
I'm on it. And I push Thane slightly out of the way to get around. Just like I say, behind you, and I walk past Thane.
What are those dishes called with the little lid? Does anybody know? Anyways, I guess that's not important.
That's a cloche.
Cool.
Like the dome itself is a cloche.
Sounds made up.
There's going to be a long counter with 50 identical trays perfectly prepared with the cloche over them. Well, grab as many as you can and bring them to the people. And he's also going to do it.
I'm gonna I'm gonna scale stack them on my arms like when I used to serve food, and just have like 5 in each arm and then stacked on top as best as I can. Don't worry, I got this.
Well,
I
that's
run
good.
out.
That's good. Good. let's say you take 2 trips, Gonzo takes a couple trips, and everybody's got one of these in front of them. I guess he would have some points, so don't open it just yet. He'll stand in the middle of this restaurant. Big open arm gesture. Hello, everybody. My name's Gonzo, and I have a passion for not just making meals, but making memories. And he's gonna like look up and over everybody and just kind of gaze around the ceiling area. And the aurora night that is around you is gonna change into the imagery is now that you're on a giant ship in the middle of the sea. I'll let you all fine folk know now that tonight's meal is on me. There's no better way to advertise yourself than showing people what you got. And like I said, you guys are like in the middle of the ocean now, so it seems. You may lift your cloche now and see before you course 1. This is a deviled egg. I guess he doesn't say that. You're gonna lift it up, and it's a deviled egg that's like 1.5 feet wide. It's half of an egg.
Deviled egg.
It's about 1.5 feet wide, half an egg. It has a beautiful, creamy, spicy mixture with elven herbs and dwarven spices.
Is it vertical or horizontal half an egg?
Whatever the long ways is. Hot dog style, not hamburger style. He will describe the dish and what's in it and how, where the ingredients come from and stuff. The spices are from Edifos, and the herbs are from Xylea. Now, I've only made this once with the dragon eggs before, and I didn't have access to that this time, so these are the eggs of a griffin. And
Wow. Perilous.
He'll give you about 10 minutes to work on that, and he's gonna go back in the kitchen to do the finishing touches on the next dish. And Taylor's gonna be like annoying at this point. It's like, oh yes, I taste the I don't got these fantasy names made up.
Yeah, what's your fancy fine dining vocabulary like?
If you want, I was making a recipe here. It's a truffle oil and horseradish reduction sauce. That's the bed, and then you have the hard-boiled griffin egg that has the deviled egg filling, which is like a stone ground mustard combined with a little of the Edifosian like cayenne pepper, and then it's topped with little like fish eggs with like a sprig of thyme.
It sounds good, man. Venture in the Vimeros cookbook is coming.
I'll make all the recipes.
Taylor's gonna be a little over the top, like acting like he knows everything about what he's eating. He is passionate, which is amendable. He's like, oh yes, I can taste the subterranean pepper. I believe it was smoked in a pine wood, perhaps. It's good. It's rich. And everyone else is like, that's just tasty.
Do you ever stop talking while you eat, Taylor?
No, why would I do that? It's part of the experience for me.
I have a question for the audience, though.
Yeah.
The bigger the egg, the tougher it is. So do you think that in order to cook this to be soft, he had to actually like undercook the egg slightly so that like the inside is just a little runny?
Hey, audience, answer the question.
My brain is now going off on like, how would I cook this egg?
And Taylor also mentioned the elven herbs he spoke of. I'm surprised he undersold it like that. This is certainly got to be a Kaluna leaf. It takes 100 years of moonlight for these to form.
Oh boy, Shantaeus tits. We need to get you paired with Aurelio, not with me.
Everybody gets a temporary +2 to dexterity after finishing that course.
Oh,
Nice.
So Taylor, yeah, you know what? I've been helping Gonzo over there dish out some stuff. Maybe you should run back there once you finish your egg and help him out. Maybe you could spy on a little bit of what he's doing. Pick up a couple things. Look through his spices and whatnot. And, learn something.
Now that is a good thing. That is a good idea. I have to learn all his dishes. I guess it's a good place to start as the premium.
Yes, please go talk to Gonzo.
I'm gonna trace my finger around the plate and lick up all that that oil and sauce.
It's got just the right amount of spice.
It's like I haven't had a good meal in a long time, so it's just like, oh yeah, that's the stuff.
only Alistair was here to see this.
But I'm like looking right at Thane. Like, you gonna finish yours?
My plate is clean.
Okay. So the thing is, you only can eat the good stuff.
You know, it must be because maybe a little bit of my prayers finally went through.
You're like my ex's cat. They only eat the fanciest of feasts. Put anything else in front of them, they don't eat it.
That's one way to put it. That was delightful. I did enjoy that.
Hey, Thalius. Now this ain't gonna be my usual practice, but although you're enjoying my meal, I need you to help dish out the main course.
Oh, I'm ecstatic. Just point me in the right direction. It's over here, right?
The exact same situation, different table, all beautiful made plates.
And one for you, one for you. Don't forget to tip your server. One for you, one for you.
Get a haircut.
I would
Physically,
hope that they're paying you enough here.
That's my tip.
One
Nice.
for you, one for you.
As you all lift open the cloches this time, you do see a mimic tongue steaks for everybody. You are smelling notes of wine. There's garlic and herbs. There's lots of baby vegetables all around the plate with it. Potatoes, carrots, and such. Now, what you all see in front of you is mimic steaks. And they were farm raised by a good buddy of mine. It's
A mimic farm.
you
Do they just
see,
turn into animals?
Oh, it's quite terrifying.
he's gonna ramble. You guys can have your own little chatter while he describes the dish in the background.
I have so many questions about a mimic farm.
I mean, I wasn't planning to talk through this meal, but now I'm quite concerned that there's a mimic farm out there.
You know what? These taste free range. Are these free range mimics? I can tell by the earthiness of the
A stress-free environment.
Yeah, there's no fear in this mimic.
Well, I think
When they get fearful, it gets stringy.
he's gonna walk up to your table. There are other people, but they're not important, so they're not on screen. He'll walk up to your table. Yeah, you sound like you've probably had yourself a wild mimic a time or two, but when you farm them, you really can only do free range. I've only
I
known
imagine
the
it's
one
hard.
farmer, but I guess I might not know what I'm talking about. But what he's told me is can't contain them like you would any other farm animal.
I mean, you wouldn't be able to walk through a doorway where they're at.
Maybe they're the door. I'm just
Exactly.
imagining a field of doors, all pretending to be a door.
Could you imagine if they got loose? They'd be like, "Ah, my mimics are loose," and they're just turned into the trees. You're like, "Where? Where?"
I think you'd have to just burn down the forest.
No, mimics. Once you keep them well fed, they're such docile creatures. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ranger. I don't remember your name, but I think that you look like you might know a thing or two about a thing or two, and can you verify what Thalius has just said?
That would be Skitter.
I know it's good.
Well,
I can read.
Doubt.
I've never really encountered a mimic. When I've gone to ground and such, I don't know. I've taken down bears and tigers. Man, a time or two.
Oh my.
No, like aberrations or anything, though. Mostly beasts.
I've taken my fair share of men too. It's not something I wish upon anybody.
I bet you have, Thalius. I bet you know.
But as long as you end up on top, that's all that matters.
Ayo, as I take the last bite.
Allsweather, what do you mean by that? I was talking about fighting. What is he talking about?
Excuse me. All I was going to input is that sometimes ending up on the bottom can be just as fun as the top.
But wouldn't you be dead? Like, I don't get your analogy.
It's alright, Thalius. You'll understand when you're just a wee bit older. Ain't that right, Cassia?
I'm having a meal.
You sound like a boatload of fun, Cassia. And she's gonna turn herself from her.
She audibly sighs.
Do you think that she's like the opposite of her cousin? Whereas her cousin can't shut up, she just can't talk.
Not the first to say it, says Taylor.
So Gonzo, I don't want to be too inconsiderate here, sir, but you know, do you have a dessert planned too, or is this gonna be it? Because I got a little bit left of the steak. I'm trying to pace out my meal perfectly, decide whether I need to savor it and slowly eat it, or if you got a dessert, I'm gonna finish it right here, right now.
Oh, there's good dessert prepared.
I'm ready. I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, well, y'all seem like you ate that up good and fine. I'm gonna go grab the dessert now. Thalia,
Thalia?
same deal. You don't gotta worry
All
about.
right.
You already slurped up your steak, right?
Yeah.
You didn't have to worry about slurping that up. Everybody got a free meal already, but I'll send you home with an extra steak since you've been helping me out.
Yes.
You hear that, Helena? You'll have food for the road.
What? Who said I'm sharing?
No, each of us are getting sent home. Never mind, Thalius. It's okay. It's all right.
I grab desserts. I grab desserts.
Thalius and Gonzo pass out the dessert plates. There's my four-season succotash. You open it up, he's going to describe it. You see there's like flowers and mushrooms and berries and candy in the
my.
shape of leaves, like caramel candies in the shape of leaves and chocolate truffle. It's just a little bit of everything. It's all kinds of different shapes. And he explains about how each one represents a season.
All's well, this seems like it's right up your alley. Thane, you like sugar?
Who doesn't?
It's definitely in the roundabouts of my alleyways. That's for sure. So she's separating into their seasons. Like she's cutting up the food and separating them all each their things. Very specifically, starting with the fall-oriented food first.
But your summer can't touch your winter?
Unfortunately, the seasons are not allowed to touch each other.
But doesn't spring touch summer and summer touch autumn and autumn touch fall?
Now, you would think so. You would. Now, I've been all around the block quite a few times when it comes to the seasonal changes, and you would think there would be a little bit of a transitionary period, right?
Now who won't shut up?
Where maybe, she gets louder as you're saying that, where maybe fall and winter can coexist for a moment, but no, you go to sleep one night, and you wake up the next, and that's winter. It's just how the seasons work.
Is this some kind of conspiracy theory? I'm not one to ponder such theories as this. Seems heretical to the nature.
She just sighs, kind of closes her eyes for a second. Well, no, it's just lived experience, unfortunately. Oh, but we don't let that get us down. Let's enjoy the meal.
Gonzo's finally going to sit at the same table as you guys, with himself one of the dessert dishes. So I see y'all met my friend Taylor here.
Yeah?
That's good. That's good. I've known Taylor many years.
He's applying to be your sous chef?
That's true,
Why is it
yeah.
so- He said he's afraid to talk to you.
He's pulling her leg, I'm sure.
Well, I haven't really introduced us all, so I'm Thalius, you met me. That's my friend Thane over there, and that's Allsweather. You know Taylor. I assume you probably know Skitter and Cassia. Over there's Thalia, Helena, and here's some other people that I was helping rebuild their houses. But Gonzo, you got a fine establishment here. But if you ever want to move in over to the casino, we're building it up. We could use a chef of your caliber and artisanal quality. Make you a mainstay right over there. You can name the restaurant whatever you'd like.
I don't think I'll be changing locations anytime soon. Y'all are always welcome to come here, just as well as you've welcomed me to your place.
Have you
Look
thought
forward-
about franchising?
Why would I want a franchise? It's not about
Well.
the sales, it's about the art of making the cuisine.
I 100% agree with you, my fine bovine friend. And might I say, well, those horns are looking very shiny today, friend. Now, the whole point of franchising is so you can spread your art. Most of the time you lose some money, but your art spreads outwards. And look at fine Taylor right here. I can make quite a good chef one day. Maybe the franchise leader.
Taylor, how you feel about trying your hand at the meal I made tonight? He's panicking a little bit. He's like, you talking about tonight? Like right now go do it? Well, if you can't work under pressure, don't think you work for a place like this. I'll give you 30 minutes to digest what you just had, but I still got some raw ingredients in the back. I want to see what you could do. I know you came to my restaurant when it was just a Terry. You got a feel for how I cook already, Taylor. See what you can do. He just kind of sits there silently. He's reliving every meal he's ever had. His dinner's flashing before his eyes. And I didn't mention earlier, but the 3 dishes you had are going to go towards your physical stats. So I already said dex, I think, but strength, dex, and con, all +2 until further notice.
Look at that, Taylor. A fine meal turns into a finer opportunity.
And you've been talking about the meals this entire time. It's not like you don't know how to make them.
I feel like it's my one shot. I don't want to miss it. I've tried it at home. I can never get my hands on the ingredients. I'm not cheap. I don't want to ruin them. No sense worrying, Taylor. People are fed. I'll let you fuck one up. It's not like a one-time thing. If you really want to do this. Now, our friend here, Thalius, shifting plates around. But when we start getting paying customers, I don't plan on myself passing out the meals, so you can help serving people. And between services, maybe you can try prepping and cooking, get you up to speed on how I do it. That sounds good. That sounds great, yeah. Ease into it. Wow, I don't know why I was so nervous.
Confidence is key.
Skitter agrees.
Yeah. Can I lean a little bit into Gonzo to whisper? And we can start with a limited menu at the casino at his franchise just until he gets his bearings, you know.
I'll keep your casino in mind, but I want this place to thrive first.
Oh, first and foremost.
What would you need to make this thrive, by the way? I was just curious.
Word of mouth worked pretty well. I know Valmoda don't have the most foot traffic right now, but I seen a fallen building and claimed it as my own.
You know, if you don't mind me saying, my fine friends, I couldn't help but notice quite a few Ioun stones floating around here. I'm sure you have to change those out occasionally. One great way that we could spread word of mouth is we're working on getting a teleportation service back up and running in this city. If you have any spare Ioun stones lying around, we could use the power of the teleporter. I'd be more than happy to spread a few flyers and or send a few people back and forth amongst the cities.
I'm more than happy to give someone a meal for free, so they knew who I am. I went through hell and high water to get these stones. I'm not passing them out.
To each their own. I can't convince you another way. Unless one of you guys want to give it a shot. But from what I've heard, there's a saying, stubborn as a bull. And I don't feel like getting the horns tonight, personally, especially after a nice meal.
And it's shocking you'd even ask for another handout.
To be fair, it wasn't a handout this time. There was going to be the payment of me personally going to another city to tell everyone that I see about this lovely establishment.
Ah, yes, exposure.
I wanna start gathering up people's plates and taking them back to the kitchen to snoop a little bit. But I'm cleaning up, looking for the dishwasher, whatever, sink.
Give me investigation. Any specific things you're trying to keep an eye out for?
Apparently not much, but I was just trying to see if he had like potentially like a bank of other Ioun stones anywhere, or if he used them all up. See if he has like an office.
Nowhere obvious. You do kind of move some dishes. You take a little lap, snooping a bit. Like a small sense of urgency hits you. That's going to be me thinking of your low roll of you don't want to get busted.
Yeah, and then I'll just come back and you know what, Gonzo, you got a fine establishment here. If you ever need any assistance, just come on over to the casino, ask for any of us. Allsweather Thane myself, and we'll see if we can help you out. The food was delicious. I'm more than happy to tell everybody to come here.
That's nice.
You know what?
Very nice.
This food ain't cheap. Do you mind if I pay you a little bit for the food here? I know you said it's for free, but I got some. I have the means to give you a little bit right now.
Well, it's hard to say no because I'm trying to get started here. And I appreciate meeting some more business owners here in town. Obviously, I want as many patrons and people to experience my cuisine as possible, but someone like you guys I think it's going to be a good friend to have. A good neighbor,
yeah.
really.
most definitely.
State Farm.
As I come up to him, I just kind of like whisper, like, "So how much a meal like that usually set someone back?"
Sure. I never ran it out of a big city yet. I'll probably start at 10 gold and see how demand goes
10 gold per plate, or 10 gold for everything?
for the meal.
Here, let me
Hell.
give you 180 gold pieces
Oh.
there.
You're crazy. From what I hear, most
mean-
people make about 10 a week.
Yeah, your food. You know what? With that money though, definitely go ahead and do another round of this food next time you can, and we'll get some of the other people in here to try your exquisite food. You're gonna
Right.
need bussers, dishwashers, all kinds of stuff. Maybe we can get you some employees here. I'm gonna give 180 gold pieces I have.
Wonderful. I think this will cover another night. Free meal for everyone who comes in. However, I'm not going to announce when this day is. And I'll tell them the money they saved here, they can go blow it at your casino.
Much obliged there, Gonzo. Good neighbors make good friends.
Yeah, your casino got a name, so I can tell them about the sponsor.
You know, we're still working on that.
A horny hamster.
It's not eight
No.
horny hamster.
No, it's not that.
It's down the casino to the east of here. It's the big
Yeah.
pink building, isn't it?
Once we get a name, we'll come by and tell you.
Sure.
Yeah, it's big
sure
pink
thing.
building.
Sure thing.
You know what? If it's a big pink building, how does everyone feel about the Flamingo?
Like the actual Vegas casino.
Yeah, like the actual Vegas casino, the Flamingo. Or is there a D&D monster character that's pink? Or could be pink?
We have to look it up.
Fairy dragon's the only thing that comes to mind that can be pink.
We need more pink D&D monsters.
Yeah. I'm writing an angry email as we speak.
Why aren't there more pink D&D monsters? I feel like the Dragon's Keep is like 2 on the nose. We'll workshop. We're workshopping. But we'll let you know. Yeah, right now it's just the.
The flump.
I kind of like the flump.
Pink flump.
Good luck convincing Aurelio.
It'll come down to a vote.
I think that there's some kind of wordplay we can do with the word flump.
Anyway.
I forgot to narrate it, but each meal would have had a different scenery change. But after everyone's done, dishes are cleaned up, all the iron stones are going to shut down, and you are in a dilapidated building. Illusions are done.
Dinner's over.
The temperature goes back to that cool, chilly breeze that it has been for a few nights. And more time had passed than you thought would have. You spent like a solid 3 hours there.
You know what? Maybe we could do something to honor our fine chef friend there, Gonzo. We can always call it the Mimic's Treasure.
That
Not a
sounds,
bad idea.
sounds like a good name to me.
Base it off that main course dish. I'm gonna be dreaming about that all week.
You got one for the road, so
Let's make up names as we walk back. We can tell Aurelio that theirs are okay, but we're going in a different direction.
you name it the Mimic's Treasure. And maybe I can have a night, casino night or whatever. The meal's free, but never mind. We'll talk business plans later, but maybe we could strike a deal. Be more than neighbors, be partners.
I like that.
It's a wonderful idea. I think that we could get Shayru and Thalius right here in some negotiations, and I'll just stand outside and not fuck shit up.
I am not a charismatic person. My
And
character.
that's what Shayru is for.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to ask. A very pertinent question, as it is now about to be us all wandering through the night back to our casino home. Everyone in here had to have traveled through the city at some point, with the exception of us, 5-ish characters. Have any of you seen a brooding knight in dark armor wandering about the streets?
Well, when I got here, I didn't see anything like that. I saw a man fall right off a hippogriff. That was interesting. By the time I made it to him, he was long gone.
Oh, that was the guy outside.
Can I do a perception check as we walk to see if I see Kiernan?
Yeah.
Kiernan.
Since I'm asking about it repeatedly, would you allow that to be a help action?
Oh,
Awesome.
Oh my god.
hey!
That's it. That's why I asked.
You should just look harder.
I also had a point of inspiration from our last session. So I was like, if this one doesn't work, I'm like, can I roll with inspiration? Eventually, a crit will happen.
Now, Thalius, did you try looking into the dark a little bit harder?
You know what? I never thought about that. It's just you have to focus your eyes, right? So you're like an owl. Looking. Wait, what's that over there?
So as you guys leave Gonzo's Bites and Sights, you take a scenic route back to your Mimic's Treasure. You guys are looking all around. Perfect nat 20 roll. No sign of Kieran.
Oh, really?
Well, we'll find him one of these days. Let's go back. I got, I'm gonna give this little extra food to Leo and Lily. They've probably been working up a storm there. Leo can suck rocks until he learns to rhyme.
I just have a feeling that Kieran's gonna end up being like a big bad at some point in this that we have to deal with. I just want to hit him before he gets too powerful.
If that's something you're saying in character, what are
I'm thinking it out loud. Yeah, here we go. I'll go for that out loud. As I guess Thalius is looking hard. I just feel as if we'll need to find this dark knight. The brooding sort just seem to they sit on the power until all of a sudden they just stab you in the back out of nowhere, and I just don't feel like dealing with that.
I'm sure that they just have some hurt feelings because we kind of came in and stole their thunder. I'm sure if we sit them down, take them back to Gonzo's Bites and Sights, and have a meal, we'll be fast friends.
I'm just saying that some of the worst villains in the history of Vimros have had hurt feelings.
And that's why you try and make friends. Ain't that right there, Thane?
Yeah. I don't know. Was your guys' tongues kind of undercooked or something? I don't feel very well.
Mine was perfectly cooked. How? You know what? Next time you should let me try some of your food, just like a little bit of it.
Also, I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to not eat all his stuff, but something's not right.
Maybe you're just not used to your inner microbiome. Just ain't
microbiome.
Your inner microbiome just ain't liking it. It's like when a vegan tries meat after a long time. If you need a hurl, you can go anywhere. Just try not to do it on someone's face.
I think my microbiome's about to be an outro biome. And I'm just gonna hurl up chunks of food and black Ecor looking stuff. And I'm gonna drop to a knee. Real bad.
You need someone to rub your back there thing?
I don't know. This is different. This has not happened. It's never been this bad before. It's a concerning amount.
Oh,
I'm gonna pat your back and just get it all out. Get all out.
Can I do a religion check on this? It sounds odd, but I just feel like maybe it might hit in the realm. That's a 16?
Religion-wise, I don't know. He probably could actually go to a temple, but you don't know his history that well. I don't know.
Can I do a medicine check?
Yep, you can do medicine check.
I tried that, damn it!
I want to burn also my inspiration, so it's going to be with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So close.
Medicine check, 13.
Here, should have.
On my
there
screen,
it is.
it teetered on a 20. I was like, oh.
Thalius, you've had food poisoning before. This looks like that, right?
Yeah. You just got to get it all out. Let's get you some water. Make sure you stay hydrated. If there's any crackers, maybe we could find some dry salt crackers around or something. That always helps.
Dude, you know what? It's kind of funny. I know we already had dessert, but I do smell like something warm and sweet. I don't know what. I don't know. It's faint right now.
We're at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. now. And with the walk and stuff, maybe 10:15 at night.
All right. I want to use divine intervention to find out what the hell is going on with him.
Good luck. It's always a huge chance.
I mean, there's a chance with this one. I mean, if your roll is equal or less than 12, your deity intervenes.
Good.
I mean, it's however you want to intervene, I guess. But we'll go ahead and we'll give the roll out and just see what happens. Would I be able to do inspiration on this roll?
No.
I'm just making sure. I gotta ask.
D20 tests for inspiration.
Nope, that's a 76. So, Allsweather looks at Thane throwing up black Ecor, and then gets into a wide stance and claps her hands together really hard in her half plate armor. All right, Shantae, you fucker. We need to know what's going on with our good friend Thane. You fuck Thane. Sorry, she's not answering right now.
Helena.
Yeah, it seems like the gods have been doing that to me all day. And I hawk up another gross Ecor ball.
Helena about to do something?
She was gonna say something, but she's not going to because she's reading the room. She was gonna say it in the all's weather, but Thane's condition is whatever. Nothing.
Well,
Nothing happens.
Yeah, let's get to the casino and have you lie down for a bit. Drink some water.
No, I don't.
Well, you don't have to lie down, but at least drink some water. Get that.
The smell is overwhelming now. It's actually. I have to find it. I need it. I have to find it. It's so pungent.
I mean, if you smell it, I trust my sniffer. Mere hours ago, led us to something good. You say it's sweet and buttery or whatever. Let's see if we got some croissants nearby.
Yeah, that's.
I
sweet
do
and buttery.
smell. Thali will say it. Well, I do smell faint hints of the Four Seasons, whatever, in the vomit. Are you not smelling your own vomit? And I can't.
I'm gonna like stand up like almost like very rigorous, just like almost like at attention. I'm just gonna start walking towards the scent.
Hey, now that's my move.
Well, everyone else, if you want to head back to the casino, that's probably fine. All's whether you want to come with me, we can keep an eye on Thane.
That's what I was gonna say. Why are you two acting like me today?
I want to give Helena, because I trust her, my leftover food, whatever, and be like, make sure Lily and Leo get this, and if there's any left over, I guess Aurelio could have some.
Yes, feed the children. Of course. With her task, she will speed up.
This way, we don't have extra NPCs.
I like that we were in the same mindset, because I was just about to be like, hey Helena, hey Thalia, why don't you get out of here? I don't need you dying on me out of nowhere.
I go from walking to power walking to kind of jogging at this point.
Oh, Thane, hey,
Clink, clink, clink,
Like-
clink, clink.
you got to run in your shorts, something what's the get up?
I don't know. Suddenly, I don't maybe because I just emptied everything out of me, but I'm so hungry. I need to find whatever this scent is. I need it right now.
Okay. Well, let's find
Now,
it.
shut
for
up.
you. Someone's a little hungry.
that was just a little bit rude now.
You're not you when you're hungry. Also, anyone got a
Hey.
Snickers bar?
State Farm and Snickers, that's what we got going on.
Is my danger sense going off the more Thane gets
Oh, yeah.
ravenous?
Tell me about your danger sense.
It's more like if I'm about to be attacked, it gives me bonuses, but I feel like if Thane is about to turn on us to try and eat us, that's when it would go off. Or if someone's about to surprise attack us.
It's not gonna go off, but it's teetering. Give me perception.
I'm tripping over myself at this point, because I am withered away, right? So I'm not it's not a graceful run, but I'm it's what the fuck is happening? You know what I mean? It's kind of stumbly.
Yeah,
Nice.
all's whether we might want to give Thane a little distance. At least stay within 30 feet of him.
Sorry, are we both doing, before I respond to you, are we both
Group-
doing perception checks here?
Everybody.
I got
Perception.
21.
I see that.
23.
Ooh.
So just as everybody has smelt Bonzo's meal filling up the whole city, beautiful fragrance, Thane, you smell a wonderful, beautiful meal cooking up around the whole city.
Finally, my turn.
You're both over 20 rolls though. You don't smell a beautiful, great meal. You don't hear. Let me think. Perception 23. 23 perception. You maybe hear like a couple of stone shifting or something fall kind of in the distance. But you both kind of smell a mix between rotting flesh and BO.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you guys are gonna smell. You definitely smell like something's here. You smell the BO. The BO is really the one that's getting you. Like, there's no way this whole section is bad smell odor.
Hearing that, I would like to use one of my class actions. Eyes of the Grave. You know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected from divination magic until the end of your next turn. So what I'm looking for here, since it's turn-based on here, what I'm looking for is a indication like, do I pick up undead?
So for you, locating undead, how far does it go? 60 feet?
60 feet.
Every square inch is undead within 60 feet. There's no empty space.
So as we jog, Allsweather's just gonna start laughing. Oh, Thalius.
What is it? What is it? I like to take my little yellow ribbon I have and put it on my nose.
We're surrounded by the undead. It's about to become a bloodbath here.
You know what? You don't have a better ally than me in this situation. Let's like I said, let's make sure Thane's got some distance, and I take my hammer out to carry while we walk.
So I'm trying to think of a way to yell this to where Thane might hear it and might understand.
I'm within 60 feet, so.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of a way to say it without saying it.
I'm trying to speak in code.
Yeah. God, have you said which goddess you specifically follow yet?
No.
Okay, I'm trying to. So she's gonna yell out, for anyone who can hear, just so you know, the Pathfinders of Shantaea have arrived in the vicinity, as well as a paladin of the three goddesses. Here we may or may not carry out our sacred duty against those which have forsaken the natural order of life.
Allsweather put a fucking rock in it! I'm gonna, like, sprint even faster now.
That's all I had to say to him, Thalius. He heard it. He's just being an asshole right now.
Thane Orvant. Con save.
Hey,
Whatever.
look at that.
It's pretty good. Alright. You're able to sprint.
Yeah, I'm fucking booking it. I'm going to wherever this thing is leading me. This smell's leading me.
You ever
I
see
feel
him
like
move that
that
fast?
Hmm?
You ever see him move that fast? I ain't seen him move that fast ever.
No, if I'm correct, I have a feeling that we may be pulling Thane off of a corpse here soon.
I'm gonna keep pace behind him, but I'll be 10 feet behind him.
Between the two of you, let's see. Let me look at wisdoms. 19 wisdom. It's not like a field, Allsweather. You see, like, you could probably find a way to cut them off and keep up with them in different ways than just booking it and getting through the difficult terrain.
I definitely want to get through the difficult terrain and keep up, but I don't want to get exactly on him.
Yeah, that's fine. Just saying, although raw speed, Thane's much faster right now, but if you wanted to, maybe with some other type of skill checks, you can make a shortcut or climb over something that someone else wouldn't have seen.
I like to keep like flanking distance, so still within like a 20-30 feet range, but like
Cool.
flanking wise.
Works for me.
Allsweather, this is why I tell you to do your calisthenics in the morning.
It's not that I'm not in shape. It's not this half plate and this damn heavy shield that. Oh, I'll explain later.
I'm like dexterously moving through the terrain too. Like I'm like, vaulting over debris and doing flips and shit. Like stuff that you're like, this man is way too gaunt to be pulling any of this stuff off.
Thane, you come to like a cul-de-sac of sorts of ruins. It's essentially a dead end. And in the center is the entire body of a boar, but no head. Just a beheaded, quite large boar.
Mm.
And it's probably
Not
been
like-
dead for like 6 days. It's like gross terms.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to it, like stop in my tracks and like sniff it out. I don't think it's exactly what I'm looking for.
This is not what you've been smelling the whole time.
No, it's not it. Almost like a rabid dog at this point, just like. sniffing the
Also, I'm
shit.
gonna say you've been straight up booking it for probably 20 minutes. Or like,
Oh.
maybe not 20 minutes, but like triathlons, like it's been quite the pursuit. The whole time you're running, that smell of your wonderfully cooked meal is getting stronger and stronger. Your desperation for food, you haven't eaten in 10 days, really? When did you start traveling Argos?
Uh,
Yeah, it's been like
that's a
maybe
good question.
it's been
It's
like-
been a while.
it's been like 14 or 15 days now where you have not fully been satiated by anything you've eaten. So you've been getting.
Can I throw the boar corpse in anger?
Yeah. We'll get to that. I kind of had to do a backstep and add some sheet.
Content.
But yeah, you've been getting more hungry. You've been dropping weight. You've been throwing up most meals. You can hardly hold down water to be hydrated right now. As you got this smell of finally something I can eat, you get that burst of adrenaline and you're sprinting. Yeah, you can throw the boar. The smell is getting stronger and stronger, and then it just quits when you get to that boar's beheaded body.
I grab it by a hoof and just like slam the corpse into a wall down the way. Just like,
Do you say anything?
I mean, I would let out like a where? I need it.
Allsweather and Thalius, you've been trying to keep up, and just when you thought you lost him, you hear that scream. Thane, give me a con save. As you've been hoofing it, you're still doing fine. I guess these con saves have been there. You might pass out with just how much exertion versus energy you got there. You're on verge of.
I'm at the limit.
Yeah, you're getting there. Allsweather and Thalius, you walk up to this little cul-de-sac where that beheaded boar was just thrown.
Thane, buddy, you doing okay there?
I'm gonna get some height on everything. See if I can see anything
Mhm.
by climbing up 35 feet, or I guess as much running speed as I got. I'll just straight up, whatever.
Nice. All right, you're King Kong on the side of a building, looking through the
Mhm.
cul-de-sac, looking in the opening. Everybody, give me perception. Thane with advantage.
Allsweather, you think that he's possessed?
No, Thalius, I think that our fine friend here may or may not have contracted a disease.
Cloak flowing in the wind.
I
But I rolled
think
a
that
20.
we might eventually get to see how Paladin of the Order handles becoming an undead.
Oh, you know that if he becomes an undead, we gotta kill him, right?
No, I am very well aware of having to put down undead friends. Thalius.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
She just nods and like looks up at Thane. That's a 23 from Allsweather.
Thane, buddy, did you smoke some PCP? You okay?
I did a load of DMT.
I talked to the Buddha.
I smoked bath salts.
Thane,
no.
you're near friends. It's okay. You can come down.
And this is basically Miami.
Please, I'm trying to focus. And then I will like spit down at you, and it'll be a bloody tooth.
Your tooth?
You don't know.
Who knows? Wasn't the mimic.
Whose tooth is that?
It is 11:13 p.m. It's one night away from the full moon. It's high in the sky, with all the dancing lights kind of out. There's no light pollution, is what I'm getting at. The moon is shining brightly through the city now, the ruined city.
This is my other theory.
It's a specifically bright night. Thalius, with your 21, you catch a glimpse of, was that pectorals and abdominals? As they slide behind a column somewhere. Thane, you see a couple more animal bodies, and you see 1, 2, Give me roll a d4.
This has to do with the fucking head cold, doesn't it?
No, we're not
Mine?
there yet. That's like a Terry that
Four.
the other people are searching out right now.
Oh.
1d4 was a 3. Thane, you see 3 boar's heads. They're at people standing height. You see the heads at about 6 feet off the ground. You can't quite fully make out what you're seeing as it's shifting around, but they're all staring directly at you. The eyes are hollowed out. And also, there you do see the full man. There's a barely dressed person, very beast-like human with a other animal's head dressed up on them.
Hey, Thalius.
Yeah.
Now, I still subscribe to my initial theory that Thane here might eventually be our first undead paladin. However, in the event that that is not right, how do you feel about anthropomorphic, for lack of a better term, lycanthropes?
Thalius, your danger sense kicks in fully. It's been on edge for nearly an hour. You are
know
not
what?
surprised whenever
Yeah.
you hear all's weather is charged by the
We might have to talk
First.
about this next time.
the
Or later.
first Dark Blood Druid with magical axes in each hand. The noise that it's letting out, you do see this is a hollowed out pig's head, but the mouth is moving as it's making noises and the ear twitches once as it's sprinting through the wind. We'll see you guys next week when the Dark Blood Druids try their hand at 3 people.